The Galaxy S26 Ultra is already creating a lot of excitement online, but one rumor about its selfie camera has people talking more than anything else. This time, the news might not be entirely positive. According to new leaks shared by tech insider Sebastian Pier, the Galaxy S26 Ultra comes with a slightly larger punch-hole camera compared to the one on the S25 Ultra. If that turns out to be true, it would be the biggest punch hole ever seen on any Galaxy S Ultra phone. At first, that doesn't sound great. After all, no one really wants a bigger hole on their screen. But there's a reason behind this change. Reports suggest that Samsung is working on a new lens design for the selfie camera. The sensor might still be the same 12-megapixel one used in the S25 Ultra, but the lens could get an upgrade with a wider 85-degree field of view, compared to the previous 80 degrees on paper. That's only a small difference, but in real photography, even a few degrees can make a noticeable change. It's similar to switching from a 22mm lens to a 20mm lens on a professional camera. This wider angle will help users fit more people or more of the background into their selfies, which is especially useful for group shots or travel photos. However, there's a trade-off. A wider lens can also distort how faces look. When you take a selfie at arm's length, the camera is already very close to your face. With a wider lens, facial features can appear slightly stretched. The nose might look bigger, and the sides of your face may seem pulled outward. It's not extreme, but it's noticeable. In photography, most portrait lenses are between 35mm and 85mm because that range keeps faces looking natural. Anything wider can make people's faces look odd. So even a small change in the selfie camera's angle can affect how your face appears in pictures. This means that while the wider lens makes it easier to include more in the frame, users might need to change how they hold their phone to avoid these distortions, especially near the edges of the photo. Still, for people who love group selfies, this wider angle could be a fun and useful improvement. But here's where many fans might feel disappointed. The camera sensor itself isn't changing. It's still the same 12-megapixel one Samsung has been using for a while. It's reliable, produces good color accuracy, and performs well in most lighting conditions. But many users were hoping for something new this year, a 50-megapixel sensor that combines pixels to produce sharper 12-megapixel shots would have made the S26 Ultra stand out. That kind of upgrade could help Samsung compete better with Apple and Google, who have both been improving their selfie cameras. Speaking of Apple, the new iPhone 17 series comes with a redesigned square-shaped selfie sensor that allows users to take landscape selfies even while holding the phone vertically. It's a clever idea that Samsung hasn't tried yet. On the backside, the Galaxy S26 Ultra doesn't seem to be getting huge upgrades either. Earlier leaks suggested Samsung might improve the 3x telephoto camera's resolution to 12 megapixels, but newer reports say the opposite. The sensor might actually be getting smaller, from one 3.52-inch to one 3.94-inch, meaning it could capture slightly less detail and perform worse in low light compared to the S25 Ultra. That's not the kind of move people expect from Samsung's top-tier phone. So overall, the Galaxy S26 Ultra selfie camera upgrade seems like a mix of good and bad. The wider lens will let users capture more in one frame, but the bigger punch hole and the same old sensor might make some people feel underwhelmed. Samsung seems to be playing it safe this year, focusing on small refinements instead of major overhauls. The selfie camera will likely still deliver great photos, but users who expect something revolutionary might not find it here. In short, this change could be both helpful and frustrating: more room in your selfies, but a slightly distorted face and no big improvement in quality. Whether people see this as an upgrade or not will depend on how Samsung fine-tunes its image processing and how much selfie enthusiasts care about detail versus convenience. As competition grows stronger, especially with Apple's creative camera ideas and Google's AI-powered photography, Samsung will need to do more than just make its lens wider to stay ahead. For now, everyone's waiting to see if the Galaxy S26 Ultra selfie camera will really make a difference or just feel like another small experiment from Samsung.